Hello everyone, this is Narina, and today I'm coming to you with another Photoshop CC tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create templates to use in your photography projects. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new document, and you'll notice mine is 7 by 5. You may use any size you like depending on how large you want your template to be, how many photographs, etc. And click OK. Now I was using this earlier, and so my gray is already on. When Photoshop pulls up initially, your foreground and your background will be set to black and white. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to make the foreground a dark gray because I like to use dark grays when I create templates. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my rectangle tool. Now this is where the fun happens because you can use any shape you want. You can use circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, a combination of two. And you can make a template that you can use over and over and over and over again in your photography projects, because remember, you want to work smarter, not harder, and that's what templates do. So we're going to create the template, and I'm just going to start with a nice landscape rectangle. And it's called one rectangle 1. I'm going to keep it at that. You can of course change the name of your shape by clicking on it twice, but I don't want to change it. I'm just going to create a couple more shapes. I'm going to create 2 landscape rectangles. And if you want your rectangles to be the exact same size, you can copy and paste. Do the copy and paste effect, and that way you have a perfect rectangle. I'm just kind of eyeing it here, and it looks pretty good. And again, this is a simple tutorial, so we're going to make it simple. So next thing I'm going to do, this is my template right here, and I'm going to click File, Save As. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to call it Template 1, and it's going to overwrite another template 1 that I already did, and that's perfectly fine. You're not going to have that problem because you're going to call it whatever is most appropriate for your template and whatever photography project that you have in mind. The next thing we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put some pictures into our template. In order to do that, you're going to have to pull up some pictures that you like and that you want to go in your template, and I'll show you what to do next. So I'm going to click on my Dom Perignon, and I'm going to drag it into my layer. And I want it on top of layer 1, and I think that's exactly where it is. I'm going to create a clipping mask, and there you go. And I'm going to make it a little, well actually, I kind of like the way it looks. I think we're going to keep it like that. I'm going to click on my next photo, and my other photo was already unlocked, but if it wasn't unlocked, this is what you have to do to be able to move these photos into your template. You got to click on them twice, and you're going to click OK, and then you'll be able to move them or do whatever you want to them. Hopefully this is above layer 2. It's not. So I'm going to put it above layer 2, and I'm going to create a clipping mask for that. And then I'm going to go into my last photograph, and I'm going to move that, and as you can see, it's already been unlocked as well. I'm going to move that in there, and that should be above layer 3. Now, just a quick thing. Whenever you have a photograph and you want it to clip into a shape, it has to be above that shape, or it won't work. So my shoes are above layer 3, and now I create my clipping mask. Now this is a little bit, it's not fitting properly, so I'm going to drag the handles, click the shift key, drag the handles a little bit, and then clip it a little, do it a little more. And by dragging the handles, I'm able to preserve the proportionality of the image. So that looks pretty good to me. Now this is in my template. Now just think I can use this over and over and over again. And there's so many different things I can do. I can add borders around the rectangles. I can add text. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add a little text right now just to give it a little pizzazz, because that white background is kind of boring. And I'm just going to say bliss, because of course someone is in wedded bliss. I'm going to make it a little bit larger, maybe a 82, maybe 82. That's fine. And I'm going to take the opacity down. And there you have it. You can use that template over and over again. It's a really cool template to be able to use in your projects, and it saves you time. And remember guys, time equals money. So until next time, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me of any other Photoshop CC tutorials that you would like to see.